singles action between the Diamond, KC McKnight, and managed by Sheik Cornelius J. Lumpkin III, it's Hugh B. Bad News Johnson.
Yeah, the larger member of the United Nations of Devastation, who we've been seeing on occasion out here with Lumpkin. We don't see his partner Drake Tungsten at ringside, so maybe this will remain as it's billed a singles match. KC McKnight trying to light up big bad news having nothing to do with it.
Hugh B. Johnson just too big, too strong to shoot across the ropes, but KC a little too fast for him. Big drop kick takes Hugh B. down.
And that's what you got to do, KC. In again with another drop kick. You've got to take a man the size of Hugh B. Johnson off his feet, and that's off the feet and down to the floor.
There are certain athletes over the years that you watch come up in this sport that seemingly get better and better each and every match, and I really think KC McKnight is on one of those runs right now. I mean, it's amazing looking back just 1 year and those initial appearances in CWF, and KC was just so young and so almost underutilized, and how far has this kid come in just 1 year's time?
Well, I mean, talk to KC McKnight, you get a chance to, you'll find out that he is a student of this sport. I mean, it's somewhat of a passion of his, and it shows every time we see him in the ring. He
really takes it back to the old school, the way it used to be. It wasn't about the flair, the substance, how much trash you could talk behind a microphone. KC McKnight brings it inside the squared circle each and every time he steps through those ropes.
Well, they call him the Diamond, and you got to think somewhere the Diamond will shine, and he'll get his hands on a major title somewhere in his career, but right now he's got to handle this monster that's beating him up in the corner.
Yeah, Hugh B. Bad News Johnson is certainly more than proven in this tag team scene that he can get the job done, but we've also seen him in a good number of singles matches over the years. In fact, it was just a couple of weeks ago he had a tremendous singles match against Mid-Atlantic television champion Brass Monkey.
Yeah, Hugh B. Johnson, the big bad news man himself, he backs down from no one, and right now KC trying to turn this around. Both men collide, both men down. Hugh B. up quick.
Yeah, Hugh B. put all his body weight into that elbow, now making the lateral press. Charles Richardson with the count, but Hugh B. only able to hold the shoulders down for a 2.
Yeah, here he goes. Blatant chokehold, what we see so often the last few months.
Well, Sheik Cornelius J. Lumpkin has certainly done everything in his power to use the money given to him by the United Arab Emirates to pull together this army of sorts between the United Nations of Devastation and some of these other goons he's brought in from other countries.
Well, if they're going to spend the big money, I mean, I know it's the whole us against them thing that he's trying to get started here, but if he wants championships, perhaps he should consider the American-born wrestlers.
Well, right now, the American-born wrestlers certainly have a stranglehold on those titles here in the Mid-Atlantic. Most notably, Rob the Boogie Woogie Man McBride himself, who's not only a Mid-Atlantic heavyweight champion, but is also a tag team champion alongside Tank Lawson, someone Cornelius J. Lumpkin used to manage.
Yeah, that was where we first were introduced to Lawson here in CWF Mid-Atlantic, was with Lumpkin at his side, and they had a sort of a strange run there for several months and then started not seeing eye to eye, as you may say.
Hugh B. Johnson has taken KC McKnight down, but finally KC able to roll out of the way of the big elbow drop that could have possibly ended it for Hugh B. And now KC firing back with a series of rights.
Yeah, he's going straight to the face of Hugh B. Bad News is up against the ropes, just barely on his feet. Here we go. KC off the ropes. Beautiful.
Beautiful forearm right between the eyes. Takes his larger adversary down, and KC McKnight now pulling Hugh B. Bad News Johnson back up to a vertical base to reversal by Hugh B. KC ducks one close by KC off the ropes. Flying leg lariat.
Oh my goodness, we've seen KC off his feet several times tonight. Almost a 3 count. Big man able to kick out barely after the 2.
This is a huge roadblock in the road of the career of KC McKnight. He's going to have to get past Hugh B. Johnson if he's going to have more title shots somewhere along the road. And Hugh B. Johnson hanging on the ropes. KC not able to get the sunset flip, but Charles Richardson kicks the arms of Hugh B. Have a 2, and only a 2.
And what was Lumpkin doing? Was he trying to hold his man onto the ropes there? Beautiful kick by Hugh B. Johnson out of nowhere.
Lumpkin was certainly looking to lend a helping hand and then some to his charge. And Hugh B. Johnson saying this one's going to be over. But KC McKnight has no easy task to put away.
Well, KC looks pretty much out of it right now. And I mean, why don't you just go ahead and cover?
Hugh B. Johnson pulling a very droggy Casey McKnight back up, and now possibly looking to set him up high upon the top rope.
You gotta wonder what in the world is going through the mind of Casey McKnight right now. Does he even know where he's at? But here we go. Hugh B's gonna follow him up the ropes.
Well, if Hugh Justin hits anything at all from the top rope with that 300 plus pounds, you better believe it's going to be over. And Casey McKnight better become aware real quick of where he is.
Oh my goodness, he's got him up. Casey finally trying to fight back.
Casey crushes Hugh B, lands on top with the leg hook, the 3 count by Charles Richardson, and out of nowhere, Casey McKnight, a big win.